red or aggro. There's Char and Hellrider. There's Porcelain Legionnaire, which goes in any aggressive deck. But come on. You don't just open Jace the Mind Sculptor and pass it. One simply doesn't do that. You know what I mean? I will try my best. It's a win condition, it's card advantage. Alright. Let's see what's in this pack. We have Vendilion Click. I drafted so much cube. I feel like these picks are getting more obvious. No, I mean Hallowed Fountain is fine, but I just want to I want to cut off blue, and I don't know if I'm gonna be blue-white. Blue-white might not be the best combination of blue. Part the Water Veil did definitely do some work. This pack, Koth is good if you wanted to go mono red. So there's a Gideon, which is quite strong, but I'm gonna take Remand again. I'm gonna try to see if I can go blue something else that's not white. I do like Gideon, but I also love Remand. Just cheap interaction. You guys know that I value it, but I will be mindful and make sure I take some more removal. Not removal, more win conditions. Oh, this is an excellent start. Maybe we can go mono blue. Got Crux of Fate, some white cards. White definitely seems like the other color that's open. But oh man, look at this start. Oh, I'm so happy. All right. So there was gifts on Burial Rites, which is a thing. This pack is quite weak. Another good mono red card. Gaia's Cradle is a great green card. Huh. It doesn't really feel like a Ravages of War deck. I think I just take Mana Fixing. I'll take Needle Spires because there's no other playable card here, and I don't care about Gifts and Given on Burial Rites that much. So I'd rather just speculate on Mana Fixing because Jeskai is a common color configuration. And I have a donut. Wow, today just everything's coming up Cheons. Apple fritter. Yeah, a lot of red cards. Condemn is okay. Just gonna take a Dissipate. What if I just go straight up just classic control deck? Again, white seems really open, and that's a fetch land to go with Jace. But I think honestly, man, this is hard. I like Answers to Planeswalkers, but yeah, I'm gonna take fetch. Fetch with the Jace. Geist. It's not a real magic card. Whatever. This is a win condition. Hey, Jamoko's an okay, like against aggro decks. Jamoko can be okay. What was in this pack? Oh yeah, Elspeth. Porcelain Legionnaire or Seeker of the Way, which is like a better sideboard card. Wow. That Koth, though. I'm not a big Mana Tithe guy, so I might just take the land here. Yeah. All right. So somebody take the Gideon. So white is also. I kind of like mono blue. Kind of interests me. I do like Reflector Mage, more so than Thalia. We'll see. I will say this, I'm really glad I took the remand. A lot of blue drafters in this draft, though. Oh, the Hallowed Fountain also didn't table. I think I gotta take Flooded Strand. Wormcoil's okay, Pact is okay. Vanishing Light's okay. But I have a Jace. In my experience, this card is like close to unbeatable. So I'm going to take Elish Norn here. Even if I can just hardcast it, it just beats so many different decks. Anytime I play an aggro deck, but I mean, we're fellows too. Like, this is definitely, I will say this, I mean, blue might have been slightly open, but we're definitely fighting a lot. And there's a lot of other archetypes that seem more open. But, Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga's great. Ooh. It's like my favorite card. I don't think it's the best card. So what do I want to take here? This is another like win condition. I just have to hardcast it though. I can take Flame Tongue Kavu because I have these two things like on the splash. I don't think I want another 7-drop right now. Like Liliana is a good card, but you think this may be a sword deck? We have like 4 creatures. Yeah, I'm taking FTK. Kind of wish I had the Condemn now, but Trackfather. I mean, I don't have any green mana sources. I get. Well, sorry. I guess I have Dramoka, but I don't think I like it so much on the splash. I'm gonna take a cheap interactive spell here, because I have none. All right. Well, blue-white Cheons again. Ooh, Sacred Foundry. Yes. Perfect. A lot of good black cards. I do like me an Obnixilis. I mean, is it possible that we end up splashing Elish Norn? Is that... Ooh, Tamog. Revelar could be interesting if I pick up more things. It's like that versus Mizium Mortars. I can't take Obnixilis here. But I have a Reflector Mage and a Mole Drifter. I mean, I would need to pick up a lot more stuff for the Revelark. Mortars is pretty good. Nah, I'm gonna take... I think Revelark's like likely gonna table. We'll see how our fixing ends up being. But I took the Elish Norn, but red might actually be more open than white. Like Flame Slash is a nice efficient removal spell. Yeah, I mean we could definitely end up being blue-red over with like maybe a touch of white or something. I don't know. Let's see. There's Mentor or Dark Dwellers. 1, 2. I'll take that. Yeah, Mentor is more upside. We're kind of waffling right now. We're kind of waffling. This is not a Hero of Bladehold deck, so I will take Anger of the Gods. Actually, can we Panharmonicon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Anger is such a good card, though, against certain matchups. People are going to get mad at me for that one. Yeah, Mono Red was open. They're going to be like, boo, no fun. This is actually go with Revelark. We're just straight 3 colors. Alright. Oh, there's Revelark. I can get back Angel of Invention too. That thing has 2 power. Well, currently we have 5 things to get back with Revelark. Popcorn Ball? I've never heard it being referred to it as that. That's kind of funny. What are my colors? Oh, God. How's our mana look? Not great. Granted, we could still be... I don't even know. I mean, I'll take some mana fixing. I want some cheap interaction. I'll take Fire Ice. No, I'm not going to take Pia right now. I want... Yeah. Yeah, I can just not be green. Yeah. Unless it's free. Oh, I'm not looking at the rest of the pack. I'm just not. There's a Coalition Relic in the pack. Yeah, what do we take? Anger of the Gods? I mean, Anger of the Gods is also very good. Ooh, Recruiter of the Guard. Maybe that tables. But one simply does not pass Coalition Relic. I have 10 creatures? Holy cow. Do I want a sweeper? There's like Supreme Verdict. Yeah, we have Anger as well. Would you just take Marsh Flats for fixing? Alright, whatever. I'll take Sweeper then. Or sorry, I'll take Fixing. Again, my Fixing isn't great, and there's still an off chance I get a duel. I mean, I can still get a Sacred Foundry. Ooh, this is actually interesting. There's Riftwing Cloudscape versus Nahiri. Cloudscape is nice with Revelark, and it's something to suspend early. I do like Nahiri. Nahiri is probably better. Let's just go with Revelark, but Nahiri is a more powerful card. We can just get Elesh Norn and Wrath. Alright, we'll Nahiri. I'm in. We need some win conditions. It's a good win condition. Karmic Guide, but I've been not very impressed with Remove Soul, so I'm just taking O-Ring because we don't have a lot of ways to deal with Planeswalkers. I don't need any of these cards, but I do need mana fixing. Rakdos Return, we can't really splash here, so I'll take Pyroclasm as a potential. It's a very good sideboard card. God, our mana base is all over the place. I don't like Soulfire Grandmaster very much. I don't think we need to splash the green. I could play like one Forest for the green cards. I mean, the green cards are quite strong, but I can just take Pia. It's just like our mana's all over the place. I'm not a big fan of Thirst. I'll take the Sweeper this time. Wow, we are just straight 3 colors. Dude, man, the first. Thank you very much for the sub. All right. Probably still just not play Duplicate. Mole Drifter's here. I can probably shave one of these. Yeah, not a lot of Planeswalkers. Yeah, most of the blue cards came from pack 1, then it dried out. Actually, almost every single blue card came early. I mean, I don't know how many sweepers I need to play. I have a good amount of removal already. So maybe I just play this one because it's like the best one, and I have an Elishnorn. And I have FTK, Reflector Mage, Mortar, like Flame Slash, Oust, Mortars, Fire Ice. Like I have so many. I mean, maybe I just play no Wraths. So I can just play more creatures. Like Mortars is still a Wrath. I like Mortars and Elishnorn. Frozen Pie, thank you very much. Look at these new subs. Really appreciate it. Then I can play like Dungeon Geists. Also, splashing green is still not off the table. I don't know if it's necessary. Like we can sideboard into like a Wrath deck, you know. This is better for playing against just like a control deck. It gets back to... Yeah, I mean, this is probably an 18-land deck, though. I also don't like Oust very much. Because I have this and this. But I don't have a lot of cheap interaction. Thank you, Lost Tiger. So I have a Raging Ravine. I don't think I'm like, do you guys think I need to splash the green? Just don't have to, right? I mean, both of these cards are gas. But Kind of just want to go all in on my 2 power guys. And then 18 lands. 1, 2. Like, Click is just a good card, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I have this too. 7. Although I am a little bit concerned that my curve might be a bit high, which is why I was looking at one of these. Would you play any of these over one of my other creatures? Oust, I guess? I think I should play 18 lands. Isn't it duplicate medium? It is. Or it might actually still just be correct to play a Wrath. Like, Wraths are still quite strong, you know? But with all these creatures, like, it doesn't really combo well. I mean, we could just get like a weird tempo-y draw. Would you just not play those two? Be like some weird hybrid? Okay, let's figure out our mana base. 4 mountains give me 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 red sources. Okay. Probably gonna go down to 8. 3, 4, 5, 6 blue sources, 9 blue sources. And then how many planes? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus, okay, so maybe 2 planes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So currently we're on 999. The 999 mana base. 6, 7, 8, 9 blue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. Oh, no. 8 red, 9 blue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white. And then we have a relic. So it's like 9 blue, 9 white, 8 red with a relic. So 10, 10, 9. Seems good. I do like that at least one of our lands... we actually 2 of our lands are creature lands. And I like that because even if we get flooded, there's a little more utility to them. Yeah, I basically me choosing to play Oust and Day of Judgment here is more like I think Karmic Guide is probably a better sideboard card. I'm not sure. Like, it is kind of slow and dirtily. It's like 5 mana for an echo thing. And I can see games where I just don't have enough creatures in my yard. I don't know. Like, is this more of a reanimation value card? Like, I don't know. I mean, it could just be worth it, but like, if you notice, we just have not a lot to do early. We do have some sweet spells to get back, though. Well, this could have been a Karmic Guide. Should there be a Q Pro Tour? Probably not. But it would be cool if it would, you know, they should make it like any invitational type tournament. You should be able to play it there. Alright, let's go ahead and ice this. Wish we tabled the Riftwing Cloudscape. This cannot get a blue source. So let's get Sacred Foundry with that and keep up Remand. I don't really want to discard, which is why I didn't evoke Muldrifter. Yeah. Yeah, Jace was first pick for... I don't have double blue, which is kind of awkward. But... don't really have a great play here. I guess I just evoked the Muldrifter. Discard a card. I do have a Revel Arc, so it's not that bad. O-Ring Fertile Ground? Don't I want to O-Ring the Elspeth? Like, that seems super greedy to just try to get my opponent's Fertile Ground. Although I don't think I need to O-Ring it yet. Like, currently there's not a lot of pressure on me. Because I can Mizium Mortars. And I don't have the mana to Oblivion Ring Dissipate. I'd like to be able to do that. So this is just like the best usage of my mana. And even if my opponent gets my Angel of Invention, I can play Revel Arc. And then, like, yeah, that'd be pretty awesome. Alright, just play another creature here. No! Still trying to figure out the best line. I think it's still fun to just play out Revel Arc. Alright, my opponent got a little bit of value off of this. The thing is, like, my opponent's a green-white deck, like, you know, I kind of just want them to commit more to the board. I can get rid of that Elspeth as long as I do it before it gets emblemed. And this does actually look like a popcorn ball. Wow. Oh, such popcorn balls. The thing is, like, yeah, I can get the Elspeth in 2 attacks with the Revel Arc, so I just, again, don't need to do too much. My opponent can't play Recruiter, get a Scourge-Tribe Elder. It does suck that I can't get the Angel back. Okay. Alright. You know what? I think we now have decent enough value here to go for the Mortars. What do you guys think? Is Mortars going to be good here? Oh, sorry about those whammies. It's a clean 3 for 1. Clean. Actually, of course I did get my opponent a land. So somewhat dirty? I don't know. We have such a good Boros mana base. Like, we have basically all of the red-white lands outside of Plateau, I think. Wish we could get some of the blue ones. But again, our draft started out nice with a bunch of good blue cards. But yeah, it was like, if I were to guess, minimum 3 blue drafters at our table. And at least 1 blue-white control drafter, because the Supreme Verdict did not table. I got a servo from Angel of Invention. The dirty 3 for 1. Yeah, maybe 4. Yeah, Hella Fountain would have been sick. Yeah, any of the... Yeah, any white... Yeah, blue-white fetch. Somebody took the Hella Fountain the first time around. Untap this. 8-ball me? Ouch. So there's no way I can kill both. I can kill one. Yeah, I feel like, do I need to O-ring the Nissa? Yeah, well, Needle Spires, Revelark, and Servo deal 9 damage, but Needle Spires and Revelark deal 4 damage each, so I can't kill... The thing is, I can just leave the Elspeth on 2. I can't O-ring and kill both. I just feel like that's almost this, like... The question is one Elspeth token gonna matter, like, on the current board state? I don't think so. Like, I'd rather save the O-ring. Yeah. Like, I just don't... Like, with Dissipate up too, like, I feel pretty safe here. Oops. Miss, I still get to leave up Dissipate if I activate my Needle Spires. You know what I mean? Like, I get to hold on to an extra resource and get more mileage out of, like, my lands and stuff. Again, you know, green-white doesn't have a lot of haste creatures. My opponent, the best thing they can do is, like, make a token here, which isn't really much of a concern. Well, it's more like blue-white-red Cheons, but yes. My opponent's got a lot of good value cards. You know, it's like... I don't think my opponent's deck is terrible. Planeswalkers, all the creatures kind of produce some kind of value. It's one of those things where my opponent likely just, you know, maybe wanted to go like green ramp and just like, you know, didn't get all the cards, so had to go into a second color. And often that is what happens. If you go deep into an archetype and realize too late that it's taken, then you have to turn into some kind of mid-range Planeswalker deck. And that's generally how I end up with a mid-range Planeswalker deck. Is Mistcutter Hydra in the cube? No. Don't think so. Counters on everything? Sure. Why let that resolve? Because it's Nissa. It's pretty bad. Now kill Nissa. No, I'm just going to kill Elspeth and then play Wrath. Like, what's a Nissa on 1 going to do, right? Not a whole lot. I should have, whatever. I probably didn't even need to Wrath, honestly. But whatever, I have a Drifter that gets it. And I have a Dissipate up. I don't know how many islands are on my deck, but it's got the fetch in case I draw Jace. Look, still got O-Ring and Dissipate. Like, look at how, look at our position now, right? It's like, you feel so much safer now. If I just fired off that O-Ring, what if my, and what if my opponent plays 2 threats after that? Like, I could have had difficulty. What creature are they getting? Is there like an uncounterable creature? Alright, whatever. Jamoka's fine. I have many answers to Jamoka. Serpapard? Thrun. Thrun would be bad. Yeah, Thrun would be bad. Incoming Skylasher. How's that going, Sambill? I just feel like that's not a card you want to main deck. Walking Ballista. You're just going to play it for 1? Alright, I'm going to fetch because I do not want to draw the land. That was a good draw. Did you know green and black are also colors you can draft? Really? No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Yeah, our next guess. Alright, so green-white mid-range. I don't think I like Oust very much here. There's these as options. There's also the green option. Like both of these cards, well, not Dramoka, but Atarka seems very good against like random planeswalkers. I mean, does it hurt me that much if the games go kind of long? I mean, playing a forest does hurt me, but I'm gonna try to see what else is bad. Everything else is okay. You guys like the anger with my 8 red sources? What does this card do? I mean, I can take out all the cutesy 2 power stuff. I mean, Reflector Mage is just a good card. Like, if I'm going to be boarding in more sweepers on the draw. This is a lot. Oh, this is a 6-drop, actually. Yeah, you know what? Let's have some fun. Whatever. I still need to fit some cards back in. Keep or snap keep. I can even activate my Ravine. I'm getting mana flooded. I'm so unlucky. Oh, my opponent's like totally mana screwed too. Okay. Oh, that was a good draw. I was gonna play the Vantage, but yeah, we have Jace. Not double snap keep, just a single snap keep. Yeah, this taps for green? What? This is more mana efficient, so I'm gonna play this and bounce the Recruiter. Next turn I can go Reflector Mage plus Mizium Mortars. There's not a whole lot I can get punished for doing this. This Brainstorm is gonna be nice. Next turn we get to Jace Shuffle, man. It's just great. I'm not even gonna say good deck building, it's just great deck building. Jace resolved game. I gotta think about what I want to play here. So I'm actually not going to shuffle this turn. Because I want to do this. No permanence for you. My opponent is just so dead. Sorry, Forrest. Yeah, again, right now I'm basically just playing in a way where I want to have my opponent have his like the minimum number of threats as possible on the board, and just keep adding to my board. And that, you know, could potentially give my opponent 2 mana if they draw a forest. And, yeah. I don't want some weird, like, haste plus Swords to Plowshares combination to happen. Alright, so I wanted Jace to find a land. Maybe I should not have discarded the forest. But should be fine. Oh, you did have a Swords to Plowshares. Huh. So, Nahiriing first. MTG Calvard. Hands up just for you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Alright, so I am going to, I think, Nahiri first. Question is what I discard. There we go. Bam! All right. Ooh, Path to Exile. Okay. Dude, my opponent with all the answers. And now they play Scroll Tribe Elder? Jeez. I know, opponent is... I think we can all confirm that opponent is in fact a jerk. Do we have win conditions in our deck? I actually... Oh, yeah, we have that card. I don't think this land actually gets anything. I have 1 Plains and a Sacred Foundry. Well, no, we have Coalition Relic for that. I'm just playing a 7-mana 8/8 flying tramp. Serve67, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Oh, all these new subs. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I'm gonna play it just to... I mean, if I really want to shuffle, if I'm really desperate, I can do it. Another removal spell? Oh, okay. You don't get why people... Well, Cradle is OP in mono green ramp. Set this...
CFBBOAF.
CF both! Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Debate Bro, for the sub. Rothalos. I didn't know you could get an artifact. Yeah. Learning. All right, fine. Let's do FTK. I mean, I can do anything. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, and then I can activate my land. That was a lot of value. Holy cow. I mean, do you guys still like the main deck configuration? I mean, do we feel like we want Pyroclasm, Anger? Do we want to go the more controlling route with the Dragon Lords? I think that makes our mana a little bit worse. Or do you want to be a little more proactive game one and board into control? I don't know. Our current configuration can still beat aggro. At the same time, against control, we don't have many dead cards. This is like kind of the middle ground. I don't know. I mean, the Dragon Lords are powerful. I just don't have a lot of ramp, you know? So it looks like it's the control mirror. So I don't really need to run out anything until I think I'm gonna miss a land drop. If I played Muldrift, I would have had to discard, so I'm just playing that out. Sorry, I didn't describe that well. I meant run something out. Never mind. What I meant was, like, if I'm in danger of missing a land drop, then I will evoke the Muldrifter. But until then, I don't have to. This is interesting. Do I evoke Muldrifter? I think my opponent probably has a counterspell. No, then my opponent's just... I'll just let my opponent counter this. It's fine. Ugh. Dissipate was gross. Yeah, I was considering evoking so I can remand it if my opponent counters it. But whatever. We're just going to kill my opponent with these servos. You're about to get served, friend. Served. Oh no, I'm one of those second main phase land people now. Look at this. Well, I miss some land drop. I want my information. Like, the people who go second main phase turn 1 land, it's like, come on. Do I care about Venser? I do not. Ooh, that aggro. I don't like jamming Lady Gaga. I just like playing P and Q in the Lara and keeping up Dissipate. I think. It's just like so many ways for Lady Gaga to just die. I don't know. Oh, I made a mistake. Mistakes were made, guys. Mistakes were made. I should have played Clifftop Retreat. I was just so in my head about playing more blue sources because it's the control mirror. But like this was clearly bad. It's clearly bad because I now do not have the ability to sack an artifact to kill a creature. If you don't know anything about Lady Gaga, then... Yes, it is. Yes, it is. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Because Elish Norn was born this way. Wow. Alright, blue-black control. Yeah, can't be Jace. All right. I don't know if I'm duplicate in the matchup. Yeah, well, that's not lethal though. I'm sure some number of these removal effects can go. I just got to figure out which ones. Maybe Oust. Like, all of these kill Kalidas. The thing is, we didn't see that many creatures. And whatever creatures they have are likely to be value creatures. It's not like my other cards are great. This card could also be a thing. Yeah, what do you guys think? I think it's one of these removal spells. Kavu is a threat though. So maybe Flame Slash is unneeded. In before I lose the Night Veil Spectre. Dungeon Geists? Let's see, what was he on blue-black? I'm gonna keep this for Great Titan, I don't know. Whatever. Could have also brought in the Duplicant, but I felt like that might be too many expensive cards. But Duplicant might actually just be better than something like a Dungeon Geist, to be honest. So, yeah, maybe the last card should have been Duplicant, because the games might go longer. Ooh, I'm getting... No. Well, we have 4 colors of mana. Uh-oh. What? That's a good sideboard card, to be honest. That's a good sideboard card. Good thing I kept in Reflector Mage. Planeswalker here would be bad. Actually, anything would be bad. No, Necrotal sucks. Alright. My opponent has not played a land yet. They're keeping up. Actually, they have no choice but to tap this way. I was very tempted to just like play a relic there, but like I think I could wait to draw a land. If I draw a land, I can play like relic with dissipate up. There's also, you know, a somewhat reasonable chance that my opponent tries to run out of threat. Ancestral Vision, that's a good one. Wish I had one of those. Question is, what am I running out next turn? Kind of want to keep up the Dissipate, so... Probably just Pier and Kieran. If my opponent counters that, then we can Revel Arc. Riftwing Cloudscape. So keeping up Cryptic Command. Wyros BP, thank you very much. Actually, they could also have Venser, I guess.
Oh, hi, dear.
That doesn't seem that insane. Oh, hi there. Critico Commando? No? Venser, maybe? Maybe just a removal spell for Pia. That's fine. Everything is fine until those suspended cards resolve. Had there been many Cheons? There were some Cheons. You're probably Cheon number 6 or 7 on the day. Do I keep that for Jace? Probably. Gotta counter that. Play your Cryptic Command. I think this is like an important spell to resolve. So I'm gonna fight over it. Granted, they still have an Ancestral Vision coming out soon. So the game can definitely change then. Look at Waifu just lurking. Just lurking. Does it come into play next turn? All right. So I'm playing the Elish Norn here because if the Cloudscape comes into play, it'll die immediately. My opponent can stack it so they draw the cards first so they can find a removal spell for Elish Norn. I got the packages, don't worry. That's a huge popcorn ball. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Riftwing Cloudscape. Would you like to bounce my Revel Arc? Nope. Oh yes, a Kobe Shaq reference. That is great. I will say this blood gas has been a little underwhelming. You know, I see why you would bring it in. But hold on. Doesn't like my viewer thing. Am I clearly I'm online, but like my viewer count isn't showing for some reason. Did they shuffle or no? Chose to shuffle. Okay. Probably need to restart Moto after this. Miscalculation. There's actually nobody watching. Nobody loves you. I don't have any viewers that... You guys. So trolly. So many cards. So many cards. Flash it back. Oh. All right, so they have miscalculations, so... Wow, she likes Ulamog and Emrakul. Or maybe it's Mana War. If it's Mana War, she'll make Marshall's day. Can't play anything, your turn. Can't play anything, your turn. You can't play anything. Oh, you can cycle. Ha ha ha. JK. JK. It's a strange game. We don't really draw any cards, but... Oh, no. I take that back. No, wait, no. Mole Drifter was game 1. There's no such card as the Bat... There's no Batmobile. Nobody knows what the Batmobile is. It's clearly a Batmobile. I'm assuming it's some kind of vehicle. Maybe it's Fleet Wheel Cruiser? Wait, Lisa, is it this? Hold on. Is it this? The golden Batmobile? And Luis is apparently hungry. Vroom vroom! Well, my opponent has to do something. Force the actions, see what we need to play around. Oh my goodness. I guess I'll just balance this because I don't want my opponent to get value. You like Sailor Moon Girl, Tamio? I mean, my opponent probably has a sweeper. Can I activate both of my creature lands? 1, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can, yeah. Woo! Beat the control deck. No big deal. No big deal. Tamio is... Why did you say Tamio is Sailor Moon? Let me see. Does it look like Sailor Moon? Maybe the hair, right? That's why you said Sailor Moon? Oh wait, let's restart Moto. Actually, it's not being that bad. For some reason, OBS is lagging me more right now. Fighting Evil by Moonlight. I believe that's what she does. So you're going to Baltimore at the end of May and locked on Dredge. What's the best way to play around Graveyard Hate like Relic when you don't draw Nature's Claim? You could play... I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, actually. Ancient Grudge. Like, it depends on what you're playing against, too, right? Like, you can kind of pace it. I mean, at some point you do want to force them to Relic, but at the same time, if you also make it so that they have to keep up, you know, a mana every turn, that does kind of slow them down a bit. That is really, you know, a lot of that depends. Like, how many more Dredgers do you have? Can you like refuel after your opponent pops the Relic? You know, she is the one named Sailor Moon. I mean, my sister loved that show. My sister. I just want to curve out here. Slow my opponent down, then drop Mentor. There's not Nahiri, but I still want to Mentor because, again, if my opponent drops a ramp creature next turn, like, if my opponent drops a ramp creature next turn, then I want to be able to kill it and get a dude. My opponent could just play like 2 things here, no? Kind of want to just Nahiri. Do I want to kill the Druid? I mean, killing the Druid also could be nice. It's just like it's not a good use of my mana when if I kill the Druid, but at the same time my opponent can just like drop something gigantic. But dropping the Nahiri helps me dig deeper. I do want to just find an island, so hopefully, I mean, again, my opponent has access to a lot of mana next turn. Hopefully I don't regret this. I don't think I need this land. Immediately draw a 5-drop. Although I wouldn't have even been able to play it next turn. Here comes a Primeval Titan. Alright. I mean, I can bounce and my opponent can't replay it, so... Wow!
Thanks for all you do. Such entertaining much, Kyle.
Thank you, www. That was a really good turn for my opponent. I'm assuming you just always make servos with this thing. I feel like I can take 7 because I have access to both of these. I kind of want to bounce it now. All right. Woo! So Devoted Druid, Bloom Tender. I think we're going the control route again. So let's go Pyroclasm, Anger of the Gods, Atarka, Mocha. Dungeon Geist might still be okay. Oh, Duplicate is probably fine. To get like large monsters. Do I need Dragon Lord Jamocha? Maybe not. Like, I don't want to have just like a million expensive cards. Alright. I think it's just... Actually, maybe that was bad. Yeah. I think maybe the 2 damage is worth just playing the island, so I'm not sure what to get. You know. Alright. Got 3 mana dorks there. Not the worst. My opponent can obviously still have a big play here, but Feel like I need to take her there. All right. That is rough. Huh. I'm really afraid of that Mirari's Wake. So do I sacrifice my Nahiri? Yeah, I'm gonna kill that. I'm gonna kill. Like, sure, my opponent's gonna attack my Nahiri, but I'm super afraid of that. My opponent doesn't have a lot of threats left, and then I can play Duplicant on the Obstinate Baloth. Oh no! I got the wrong land. Actually, keeping a remand dissipates fine. Yeah, I mean, I will feel bad if my opponent plays a big creature this turn. Of course. Of course. Yeah. Okay, that was actually a great draw. That was a really, really good draw. Yeah, I don't care about the Range Hermit. Because I can just remand the other one. And I'm going to make a big Angel. See if my opponent wants to pay for the Deranged Hermit. They do have a lot of Duders in play. You know what'd be good? Pyroclasm. We do have Pyroclasm in the deck. We do. We have Raging Ravine, Colonnade, and Needle Spires. Just all the creature lands. I hope I don't get like Pact of Negation or something. All right, blue, green, white. I think we got it. Flyers for the win! Look, mini Baneslayer, so good. Please! Please. Please? Boring. Stop drafting beatdown. I know. Did you see my mono white deck? That deck was great. That mono white deck was fantastic. Ooh, look at that. Look at just full of aggression. Strength in numbers. Simian Spirit Guide. Getcha. Kind of, we tapped our mana in a bit of a loosey-goosey fashion. I forgot, I didn't see that. He said good luck, have fun, or whatever. Fast and loose. The Paul Cheon story. Woo! That was pretty fast, actually. How long was that? Hour and a half? Hour and a half? No big deal? No big deal. 3060? These? Alright.